Welcome to the Road Show this morning in the Buzz. She is one of the most popular recording artists right now, but Lady Gaga backlash has finally begun. Her new 9-minute telephone music video with Beyonce is drawing some criticism. Now, we can't show you all of it, but Gaga is featured in a women's prison wearing a thong and portraying some kind of raunchy acts.
Strike one, strike two, strike three.
Right. People like Donny Osmond are weighing in saying, quote, "I'm all for freedom of speech against any form of censorship. But all I know is that I'm a parent and I'm upset about this and I wouldn't want my child to watch." And of course we know that these are two of the most popular artists right now who many young girls look up to, but should they be considered role models? What I think is interesting about this is that the backlash is happening after this music video. I mean, I've heard little kids at the gym talking about jumping on a disco stick and, you know, all this. The music has always been very provocative, very suggestive, if not outright provocative. So
I think that most of the time the kids probably don't even know what they're talking about when they hear the words, but when they see the pictures, it's much different. The brains process things a little bit more differently. So, you know, treating Lady Gaga as an idol, well, and the other, I don't see it.
And the other thing too is, I mean, you know, she is in pop culture right now and everything, but there has to be a line where parents say, listen, you're not going to listen to her music because it is too suggestive, and once I see this video, you know, there's no more listening to this stuff. And
whatever happened to the old video killed the radio style? The way music videos, when did MTV stop playing music videos? Now it's all reality shows. I'm going to sound really old right now as I get closer to 40. You know, I think MTV has done a lot of damage to the youth of America between when it started with The Real World, when it was okay to film, you know, people living and getting dressed and showering and moving on with their days. That went to, you know, it got a little bit more, shall we say, X-rated as it went. They bounced all over the place. Then they get into the, you know, we go fast forward to the Jersey Shores of the world where it's all about who can go out and get hammered, bring back girls to the hot tub,
thanks a lot, Paulie
creeping chicks, all that stuff. You know, it's funny. We laugh about it now.
But we're adults.
But we're adults. You think about the people that are watching MTV that, you know, now they shouldn't be watching MTV. I watch MTV because, like, when Rat did the Poison video, like, my parents were like, don't Round and Round or whatever it was, don't watch that. But that was artists playing music on TV. Now it's all about who can wear the least, who can make the most music and say the dirtiest words without being real dirty and getting in trouble for it, and now this.
No, the problem is this isn't on MTV. This is on telephones, your cell phones.
Right,
so
exactly.
Parents
It's so
can't
much
even really
harder to
monitor
control.
this.
You're right.
You know, you're in, you know, the recess of the playground.
You're absolutely
and you're
right.
watching this video.
Yeah, because, you know, when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to watch MTV. You're right. With The Real World, the idea to my parents that there was a co-ed house where boys and girls were living together, and sometimes, you know, just even sharing the same room was just completely, there was like, no way, you're not watching MTV. But you're right. It's so much more difficult to control when all you have to do is share the link on Facebook, click that little button, and there it is.
It's dangerous. And as my kids get older, you know, I hope that by the, you know, they're 4 and 7. Fast forward 5 or 6 years, hopefully,
a lot more.
Well, it's either going to get a lot worse, but there might be more ways to control it for parents. I'm hoping that's the case.
I have to say, though, you know, as an adult, I like seeing Lady Gaga as a performance artist. She's unlike anyone else who's out there.
Whatever happened to just singing and performing without taking your clothes off?
But you know what, I do. I like her costuming, and I like her get-ups and her headgear and everything like that. But you're right, as an adult, it's a whole lot different.
What does a women's prison with thongs say about? What's that message? Go get arrested and get thrown in jail?
Very
with a bunch of other. I mean, what are you trying to promote there?
Well, I tell you what, Courtney, when it comes to her shoes, I'm all for it. When it comes to the music,
was she wearing shoes in that video? I don't know. I didn't know.
They were very high. Very high wedge heels, I believe, which I am a fan of. I'm a fan of wedge heels. They're comfy for your feet. They're all saying the same things on the blog right now and on Facebook, so I'm going to breeze through. We'll get to the poll. They're basically saying, you know, turn off your TV if you don't like it, you know, and that she's out of control, and you should look to parents as a role model, and says, shut your TV off. Don't let your kids see it. Here's our poll here on the homepage. Seeing this more in Hollywood, who do you think is the best role model for kids? A, athletes, B, actors, C, parents, or D, teachers. So you can weigh in there, or also on Facebook if you're checking your email there this morning. We have a lot of comments. This one's from Donna Stanley, and she says, Lady Gaga is the new Madonna. If it makes money, Hollywood will cross the line every time. I don't think celebrities should be considered role models. And Mary Guan says Gaga is not a role model for kids, period. If you don't like her, shut off your TV and have your children do something productive. And Amanda Ranachak says, whatever happened to Mr. Rogers? He was nice and role modelish. And and I think they're still playing reruns of that. I'm not sure on PBS, but if you guys want to weigh in about 30 minutes, we'll be back with the poll results. So for now, we'll head back to the kitchen.